Okay, so now let's talk about the issue with Ablekuma North. Another says that the EC was ready, but they received threats that if they go ahead with the process, it won't be peaceful.
I think that another prayer is engaging his family in the house on the Ablekuma North issue.
Why?
Yes, because they don't really understand what is happening.
Why don't they understand?
As I speak to you, the Electoral Commission has written to us.
Okay.
With him.
As in the NDC?
Oh, yes, as NDC. You know, when the EC met police, we were expecting to meet the police on the Ablekuma North.
That's about 2 weeks ago.
Some 3-4 weeks ago. So we were expecting that, because by then we have met the Electoral Commission already, waiting for response from the Electoral Commission. Then we heard that they are meeting the IGP. Then we had a press conference.
It was live. on the police
at that point, I have called Bossman to ask why they have not gotten back to her, but they have gone to meet
the
IGP. So we wrote to the IGP and also met the IGP. In fact, that meeting, the IGP invited both NDC and MPP. But NDC, MPP executive from the national, because they sent a letter to the General Secretary, they didn't participate in that meeting. They didn't attend the meeting. But we went and told them.
Maybe they didn't get the letter.
No, they had the letter. In fact, they explained the reason why they didn't come.
What was the reason?
They said they were, I think that time they were following Baumia during their thank you tour issue. But we went there and explained to the police. First is that police doesn't declare results.
But they said the police should provide security for the EC.
You get to those issues.
Okay.
So we asked the police, in which law that the Electoral Commission normally have to ask police to come and declare results. If the EC is doing the right thing, you don't need a police to come and protect you to declare results. Because if you are going to when you are going to conduct election 2028, will the EC ask Electoral Commission to give them 30, 50, 100 policemen at the collation center?
No, but presence
of the police is different from the asking for barricades or policemen to come to stand.
But they're not saying they should give them barricade of police.
That's what they said.
The election task force.
No, that's force. In fact, when we are going for election, at times they send the fire service of personnel collation centers. Because if you are doing the right thing, you don't call for all such things. So we told the police that we have no problem because we had a meeting with the Electoral Commission. They didn't get back to us. If they have gotten back to us for us to understand the process, then we may take agree on some issues.
Okay.
However, our problem was that the Electoral Commission doesn't have a pink sheet. Of all the things we are talking about, 281 polling stations in Ablekuma Central, 116 polling stations were destroyed.
By who?
They say it was destroyed. For me, what matters to me, because at the national level, the report that came to the Electoral Commission, they say was destroyed.
So how come they were able to get some of the pink sheets that they were collating?
That is where I think that I keep saying that another prayer is blowing a hot air and they may be discussing with.
But it's the whole minority. The minority leader started it yesterday on the floor.
When the wife tell him go and say something, then he goes out to go and say it. Because the second time he made this statement. You remember that there was a month ago. He promised that after 1 week, if they don't declare the result, he will march on the street to do demonstration.
But it was not only him. Some minority members in Parliament also decided to boycott based on that.
I'll bring you to those issues. But let the public understand the issue. So when the Electoral Commission,
so you said 116. Pink sheets destroyed out of the 281.
Yes. However, at the time all this thing happened, some collation was going on in the Ablekuma North until they got to a point where 37 pink sheets. They got to a point now nobody has the pink sheet to show because
NDC didn't have it.
That's didn't have it. To tell us
the other political parties didn't have
it. That this parents will bring a pink sheet. So when we met at the IPAC on the issue, we asked the Electoral Commission. And anyway, have we ever done elections where you don't have a pink sheet to allow for collation of a result with any political party's pink sheet? So in principle, we don't even accept you picking NDC pink sheet or MPP pink sheet or PPP pink sheet to collect the result because you have the master document. But if anybody will bring you a document for you to collect the result, then it becomes a problem.
Okay, so what if the EC doesn't have, but NPP, NDC have the same pink sheet that have the same figures and the same numbers across board?
Fine.
can't they use
when
that
you have
to collate
same
the
document,
results?
now it will even go into some understanding. But this is the issue where it's only one political party has, then they accept it. Then this man has it, then they accept it. So Electoral Commission made a ruling on Dominic Abinya, where a pink sheet of NDC was used for 3 pink polling stations. But the EC said they will not accept that because they don't have a pink sheet on Dominic Abinya. And this is Ablekuma North and Dominic Abinya. You are not accepting this one. So we proved a pink sheet. We brought a pink sheet of Dominic Abinya, 2 pink sheets of 2 polling stations. EC argued, they said they will not accept. MPP Evans argued that they cannot trust our pink sheets. Then lucky for us, the EC now got their own duplicate pin sheet of 2 polling stations.
So where was the one that was supposed to have been pasted at that place?
We will come to all this is something that we need people to understand. So the EC now, because they have 2 pin sheets from their out of the 3, they accepted for us to use theirs.
They are duplicate.
They're duplicate, but not the NDCs. So after the collation on live TV,
they realized that
they declare one of the polling stations that they don't have the pin sheet. Although the NDCs they have the pin sheet, they said that we are rerunning.
They are not using.
They are rerunning
that polling center.
Polling center. So EC has a precedent in the same elections.
But that didn't even happen.
No, I'll tell you. We even have the time. We can even tell you why it didn't happen. It didn't happen because when they invited the presiding officer now to come and conduct the elections again, he told them that. He told Jane Mensa that, Jane, madam, on the day of elections, the NDC agent, the MPP agent, had the results. When they destroy our pin sheets, the polling station pin sheet
for the EC,
because we all ran from the center, I called both NDC, the MPP, to provide to me the document they had. So they sent me a WhatsApp pictures.
And they're the same.
On election day. So I wrote this, I copied all these figures on a document, training manual sheets. So I have it. So if you can check the time they sent, because all of them accepted the results and sent it to me. So based on that, Electoral Commission read out. You cannot force fake any document on the day of election with this one. So based on this, we'll accept the result because the NDC, MPP,
they have the same
result and
results
send the document. But come to Ablekuma North. So when we met on Ablekuma North with MPP, NDC, we said we don't have the pink sheet for Ablekuma North. EC said they don't have the pink sheet either. Now EC's MPP said they have a scanned document of Ablekuma North. It's okay. If you have a scanned document, we can access it. But provide the hard copy of the scanned document. Then the MPP left the meeting. They didn't attend the meeting again.
But could it also be that because of the chaos, just like you can't find the
I have no problem. You say
they also couldn't find it, but at that time they already had scanned copies.
When they have the scan, we asked them provide the scanned document for us to access it. The MPP didn't provide the scanned document to Electoral Commission. Then they went to court to force the court to force Electoral Commission to go and complete the process. Now EC came to now the collation center now. Says okay, because the court has said they're going to complete the process, EC MPP now bring your scanned document, which I don't have, for us to use it to do the collation without involving the political parties again. So when they did all this at 37, it got to about 34, and they realized they had a problem. So we met at IPAC when the Mensa was trying to report on the issue. So I raised the issue that no, we have an issue on the Ablekuma North, not the 3, because it's 37. So the Electoral Commission then now, J. Mensa asked that we should meet again to resolve the issue. Apparently, Bosma and Tete, after meeting us electoral the party, they didn't report to J. Mensa of the issue.
Okay.
So she thought that everything
had been resolved.
So when we met, then now we asked them, even the scan document that you use, how did you compare, assess it? You know what they told us? No, what did they said, okay, you? After 3 months, now they are presiding officers in those polling stations. On the election day, they also have the scan document on their phone. So they call them to now use their scan document to compare. So I asked, I say, okay, one, do you have any regulation in your process?
The CI that you use for the election?
You ask that your presiding officer should scan the document on election day? No.
So if the presiding officer had not scanned it, what will happen?
No, fine. First, they say, now 2, if truly they have a scanned document, on the day of election when the master document was destroyed,
why didn't they
give you the scanned document on that day?
To do the collation.
But 3 months after the process, you are now saying that they have a scanned document.
Because there were processes even after the day of the election. Again, so why didn't they use that on those subsequent?
When we did our checks, only 37 polling stations that pin sheets were destroyed, that they claim is destroyed, remain. Is the only pin sheet presiding officers who are the scanned document in the constituency.
So 37 out of the 281.
Yes, they are the only one. The Mensa told them to scan the pin sheet during the election, so that when they destroy, they can use it.
So how can you use the results of 37 constituents polling centers to declare a constituency that has over 200?
So even when you got to say 37, so how can it happen that the only 37 polling stations that presiding officers scan the pin sheet on the election day? So we told them that, you see, in the world of IT, we know that the MPP, after scanning the document, their own document, when they printed it, we knew that we told them that the MPP printed the fake pin sheet, compiled the result and scan it. That's why they are not able to provide the hard copy. Then now they send it to the presiding officer to use as an evidence. So if they want us to confirm, to believe that, they should bring the phones of the presiding officer who know which app did they use to scan the document. If we agree on that truly on the day of election you scan it, there we go. MPP is running away, EC is running away from that. So we wrote to the EC police and told the police that until we meet electoral commission, police and every stakeholder will not allow anything to go on. So we wrote to them. The meeting that we held with them in February, it is now that electoral commission respond to us.
What's their response?
They responded that okay, they use scanned document of their presiding officers. Presiding officers came to testify on the document. All this, so we asked them. So these presiding, were they not at the same day on the election day? Now, going forward, we still read to them and said we want a meeting between us. This back and forth of right. 2 weeks ago, or I think 10 days ago, one another player is making this noise. EC has written to us. Now the EC has gone even further. Now to make the case even more dangerous and scary.
How?
Now the EC is now telling us that they will not do rerun, which we didn't ask for rerun. In all our discussion, we have never asked for rerun.
So where did the rerun come from?
No, I'm saying that somebody, either Bosma or James Tete, are telling them something. Because we gave the example that when you don't have pin sheet, the only option is for you to rerun. But we're not gotten to that point.
Okay.
Now EC is now responding to us based on rerun. They say they are not doing rerun.
Okay.
The reason that they are not doing rerun is that because the polling station results was announced at the polling stations. Even if you don't have the pin sheet to collect result, that result at the polling station stands.
So what are the results at the polling station?
The Act Electoral Commission. Now, electoral commission is now telling us that if you have elections, you go to elections, and they announce the result at the polling station, a party can now say that I've won the election and declare results. They have the document. We have a letter on that one that they written to us. We are yet to meet them to come and explain how.
So they said the result that were declared at the polling station.
That announced. You don't declare.
Okay.
What announced at the polling? Because that announced.
So
even if the pin sheet is destroyed, you assume and they said okay, it has now 50 here, so you can come and pull it and then declare.
So where's the record of the results that was announced at the polling stations? Because we will need to add all those results that were announced at the polling stations to make the whole constituency.
Now let me tell you something.
So how then do we remember the results that were announced?
J. Mensa and Bosman are just thinking to end their work. Before the police met us, they have written to us inviting political parties for IPAC to review the 2024 elections. Now, you cannot review until you finish your process. So they went to the police to get them complete the process. So that when they are able to finish the process, then because the issue is that if they are declared, either way, if you have an issue, go to court. That's what they wanted to do. Because we stopped them of the meeting of us to do the collation, EC has now even cancelled the meeting of IPAC.
Because you can't review when you have an outstanding constituency.
if the PEC wanted to develop, they would have even asked us for the IPAC to bring that issue on board, for us to look to understand what can we do out of it. But because they have a motive,
What is the motive?
The motive is that it's finished, so they think that let's do anything, destroy anything, and go. So today when I heard another prayer is asking the police, maybe they didn't ask the police the meeting that we held with them.
No,
you see,
they are very clear in their mind. Provide personnel, because even the parliamentary candidate says she won hands down.
Yes, you see, let me tell you something.
So provide security and let us go and declare the results.
Saying you have won doesn't amount to winning.
So how do we end this?
No, we will end it.
How?
I'm happy today that the another prayer who swear heaven and earth and say Sal doesn't deserve to get an MP for 4 years.
Did he say that?
Did they support it to be done?
But I mean,
no, did they support
Sal elections were not held in
No, they didn't. It's a process, the same process. They deny the people the opportunity. Today he's saying 6 months is bad.
Is a constitutional breach.
But two,
the people
anytime
voted, so
anybody
they need
had the opportunity should ask another prayer whether EC has a pink sheet, whether if he contests election in 2028 and EC don't have a pink sheet and NDC brings a pink sheet in his constituency, will he allow for it to be used to declare result? If he's able to answer that, I will go. If he's able to answer that. But this noise that, in fact, but today my joy is that, there was some pressure. So when I saw some detainment on the streets today, I was so happy.
Oh, how?
When I saw some group,
when MPs
when I saw some groups of entertainment people, entertainment prefects leading
MPs that walked from Parliament to the police headquarters to present a petition to the IGP.
Also mean music pioneers.
They are members of Parliament.
Oh, I'm saying that I'm so happy today to see some entertainment on the streets of
How
Accra.
is it entertainment?
How can you say that I'm walking to go and ask police to declare results?
No, they say they are walking to the IGP to tell him to provide security for EC to declare.
If we are going to use numbers to ask police to do something, 188, if they walk to the IGP, what would the S be? That's what I'm saying. It's entertainment. It's part of the easing tension, stress. You see, at this time, you need some people to walk on the street to reduce tension. When Untimi was in the
Yoko custody,
they did the same entertainment. They did with all the things they did, with all the preaching, prayers, and all the sitting on the floor. When you were going down, they did. In fact, they even had Untimi to be there until next week. So what would this is entertainment? They only try to reduce some stress. In fact, I enjoy the entertainment. And I hear the PC who threatened that if you don't declare her winner, will not get the MCE in Ablekuma North. We have gone past that stage. She is coming again. They have started again. If you have won the elections, will you allow it to be rerun?
Yes.
But it is not you. It is about the process. You see,
now the process. Let's find out what is left and how do we solve it.
The only process what they are running. In fact, today I'm happy that they are talking about rerun.
No, but that one they say there will be no rerun.
No. But it's not for them to say there's no rerun.
So
I'm telling you, if we decide and the EC say we are going for rerun, I want to see any man in MPP to stop it. I want to see any man, any fly from MPP to say you will not allow it to happen.
But the EC has not said they will do a rerun.
I'm saying that EC has only one option,
which is
they don't have pin sheets to follow the process.
So if they don't, how do they? What process are they following?
You see, unless they tell us that they don't understand the process and then resign and leave the work. I have said that if the EC push to go and collect this result in the blind side of NDC, I will petition the three of them based on that one for their removal.
But can the EC go ahead on your blind side?
I'm saying that the person who is telling them go and do this after electoral commission, we know what they are doing. No? The person will tell them, go and tell the IGP. Go and you see, because they are doing entertainment, they don't understand the strategy. Friday is holiday. See, they are trying to do that so if it can be possible, they use the weekends. Anybody who will use our Salah day to mal any of our Salah will deal with that person. Anybody who will try to mar our Salah this weekend just because of some people want to do.
No, but the IGP didn't say he's going to. They said they will send a petition.
You see,
so he has to look at the petition.
IGP. I'm saying that
he has to look at the petition.
There and kill. I'm telling that when another president went to Ablekuma North and said within 1 week he would demonstrate, I was on air and told him, I dare him to start. I dare him to start, and I'm daring him again. If there's a man in him, he should start it.
No, but if there will be a declaration, the police would have to give security to the EC.
To declare on what?
On what they've collated so far.
In fact, even the three that they are talking about, they don't have pink sheet.
So then the Ablekuma North matter, it is not today that is going to
end. Oh, it's today. You see, it is straightforward thing. We have this precedent before. Akwetiya, 6 polling station, pink sheet had a problem. EC declared and a rerun. It doesn't show that if you say rerun, anybody can. It's a winning for everybody.
No, but this rerun, is it going to be in all?
No, you don't rerun.
Police
you see, we don't rerun polling station that has been voted, counted, declared. You don't rerun on those. Even if it's only one polling station that was declared, you don't rerun on those ones. I've told you that. You see, in 2023, there was a election in Abofu. Where one polling station had a problem, you see declare rerun of that polling station. The same Jemenson. Now, this May, that's last May. If you check, Electoral Commission sent a circular to rerun some polling stations elections on assembly elections. Wali, one of the electoral areas in Wali was included. Out of the 4 polling stations, there was a problem in one. They have rerun that polling station. That is about a year. It's more than a year. 2023 till date. It's about a year and over.
Yeah.
EC, the same EC declared that polling station for rerun because that's the precedent. That is what you can do. Now, today, if it's our election, the declaration of our election is for jokers to walk to IGP, to push the IGP to dance and come and declare result, then all of us will be doing concert party to be walking to the IGP. Then we wait. When there's elections, you just wait and you go and form some concert party. You call them music pioneers, and then you walk to IGP as IGP, dance and go and declare result. This is not democracy. So this noise that they are doing, I'm sorry that some parliamentarians who knows that I will go to elections in 2028. And I will not allow anybody to use an independent pink sheet to be declared a result. It's pushing that we should ignore every pink sheet of everybody. EC doesn't have, but they should use one political party's pink sheet to declare.
Okay.
If this is what we are going to do, I can bet you, the 88 that they have, they will not have half in Parliament in 2028.
Maddy.
Because it's simple. It is simple way. It's for you to make sure that your pink sheet will be used. In this world of technology, I only go and print pink sheet, put it, add numbers, and then scan it and come and tell you this is what I have.
Okay.
It's like behaving as if this is the end of elections in Ghana.
So let's move forward, and let me wrap up with you. Do we have a timeline or date? What is the next meeting on this Ablekuma North whole issue?
I think that the Electoral Commission Jemensa is doing the nation disservice. We are ready. In fact, even to declare rerun doesn't mean that the NDC might contest or not to contest. Because I have seen elections that I was a deputy national organizer in 2016, 2015. Remember, Brian came to Parliament on the by-election, which NDC didn't participate. Yes, because we consider that security issues, we think that they should go. We should allow them to, even though we're in power. If you get Ablekuma South, Ablekuma North rather, we didn't participate in that election. Infantiman,
did you guys participate in the by-election when the member of Parliament?
No, that's why we said that the way they decided to kill the MP, we will not participate in that elections. You understand? So.
No, but I know for sure that Ablekuma North NDC has interest, so there will be no way NDC will not field a candidate.
We went to this 2024 election to win 276 constituencies. The MPP were lucky to get 88 out of it. This is important. But we are saying that use the right procedure so that tomorrow we have a precedent to show. But if it's about doing jokes and walking to the IGP, then you should know that their numbers, if it's about, in fact, even when they are going, some of them are not sure whether they will be part of the, they may invite them for a CID. So most of them didn't, some of them didn't go. Even that, some of them didn't go. But we are okay. They can continue doing this entertainment on the streets of Accra.
Okay.
Now, but you also agree that it's a planned thing that they did today.
That?
No, they didn't just walk out from the parliament. Because the parliamentary candidate, was he MP?
No, she's not.
So what time did they call them that we are walking out from parliament? Now come. It's because somebody at the electoral commission is informing them what to do.
I see.
So it is not MPs who walk though. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. A group of some music pioneers group that have decided to ease stress on their needs today. Now walk through the Accra streets.
Well, Madi, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
That's the Deputy Director of Elections and IT for the NDC, Alhaji Madi Jibril. But let me